there's more. Verse 5, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Yeah, that's revealing of your foreskin yet again. It's going to discover your skirts, meaning all your wicked traits, all your wicked deeds, all your wicked business deals, and that traffic of iniquity that you got running rife in society right now for your monetary system, the stock market, that US dollar, man, that petrodollar, whatever you want to call it, that's fucking up the whole market. You're being revealed of who you really are, man, not to be trusted, man. Because that whole monetary system is not backed by nothing. It's not backed by no gold reserves or silver reserves. It's backed by fucking digital codes, man. Digital numbers on a damn computer screen, which can fumble at any moment, man. That's why the stock markets are always going up and down every other day, man. Because it's not backed by nothing, man. There's no real substance in it.
And I will discover thy skirts upon their face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Yeah, so the whole earth is beholding your shame. It says you're going to be, this is going to be a gazing stock.
Yep. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah, making you vile, meaning all your allies, all your people that you was doing in business in cahoots with, they're looking down upon you like you're a piece of shit now, man. No one wants to do business with a dollar no more. All these other nations want to do their own thing. And ultimately, when they're looking at you as a gazing stock, when you get hit with the nuclear missiles, man, that's when everyone's going to be gazing at America, man. So look what happened to America. And Isaiah 14, how do you fall from heaven as lightning, oh Lucifer, That's going to represent you so-called white men declining from your throne, man. Declining from your power seat. Habakkuk? Yeah, 2. Go back to you finished it.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 16. Thou art filled with a shameful glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid, because of men's blood. And for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof have graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusteth therein, to make dumb idols?
Yeah, because all these idols that people are worshipping today around the world, including Caesar Borgia, which goes back to the Greek god or Greek deity, Serapis Christus, they're nothing but dumb idols made by man's hands. They can't speak law here, they can't fight for you. They're nothing but fucking wood and stone, man. That's been covered and laid over with gold and silver. But ultimately, that's going to lead to a lot of these heathens' destruction, because they trust in idols, man. And our people as well that follow them, man. That's why the Lord said, follow not the way of the heathen. They're vain, man.
Just a quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 25 and 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yeah, what's the face of the covering cast, man? Apart from this image here, is all the lies that of the nations of being, named by just color, man, and not named by actual nationality or the seed of their nation, man. Like us as a people, these devils call us African Americans, West Indians, which is nothing but a direction. West is a direction, and Indian means savage. What you saying, man? You right?
Yeah, he's coming to the main capital.
Okay, shalom, man. So you got our people all locked under these different proverbs and bywords of names that was given to them by their captives, man, by their oppressors. Esau, the so-called white man, they're conquerors, man. Well, our biblical names are like Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all on down onto Issachar, man. That's our biblical names, man. And even Esau himself has a biblical nationality. He's not a so-called white man. There's not a so-called white about him. The white man doesn't actually exist. He's nothing but a red turd, man. He's a red man living in a see-through body, man. That's what he's living in, because his blood is translucent, but his skin is transparent, and his blood shows forth through his skin. He's nothing but a red man on the earth. He ain't white. There's no such thing as a white man. There's no such thing as yellow men. You can call the Chinese and all that Ammon, which are the Moabites. They call them Chinese. They ain't Chinese. They're Moabites, man.
Every time that happens, they disappear.
Yeah, Moab and Ammon, man.
They disappeared.
2 ancestral babies, man. That's how they was formed. That's why they look like Mongoloids, man. You know, they look like they got fucking, what's that disease, man? Down syndrome, man. Because of because of how they was brought upon the earth through incest, through the act of incest, man. That's in the scriptures. Everything's identified in the scriptures, man. That's what these knuckleheads out here don't seem to understand. Even these tacky, wacky, backy Christians in the churches, man, they don't understand that this is all biblical prophecy, man, and where they fall into the scriptures, man. But everyone's going to find out the hard way, man. Right.
Destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
So when the Lord comes back, everyone's going to know who they are according to the scriptures, man. Esau's going to know that he's an Edomite. The Chinese are going to know they're nothing but Moabites. The Africans are going to know they're nothing but the children of Ham. And the children of Israel are going to know that they're the children of Israel, man. That's how it's going to go back to, man. Nationality. None of this colour and, you know, caste systems and all this bullshit, man. All that's going to be thrown out the window.
This is Revelations chapter 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Yeah, Satan represents the adversary. Talking about Esau, the so-called white man, the enemy of the Lord and the Lord's people, will be loosed from his prison. Because he was up in the caves during the Dark Ages, man. During the Dark Ages, that's when we was ruling. You know, starting from the Byzantine Empire, we're really going back to the Antonine dynasty, like Apostle Tahar goes into that history. That's why you need to know secular history, man. From the time of Nerva and all those different 5 Caesars and all that, you know, that's when Jake was starting to rule. Then later on, translated into Septimius Severus, 193 AD, and after that was Constantine, 325 and all that. You know, the Byzantine Empire up until the like mid-1400s. But even like 1600s and 17, you still had Jake's ruling because King James came about in the 1600s, man. Go on, what's your question, man?
The question, I believe that you preach for Judaism.
Not Judaism, it's for the Israelites.
Israel, yeah.
Israelites, the sons of Jacob. You know, the 12 sons of Jacob.
So anybody can be
no, not
a son
anyone.
of Jacob?
No, not anyone. It's about by nationality. Deuteronomy 32 and 8. It's all white. It's all designed by nationality. Everyone's separated by the nationality of their people, because the Lord set up different seeds upon the earth. Like, where are you from? What's your nationality?
It doesn't matter. Just carry on.
No, I'm just saying where you're from.
That's irrelevant in our discussion. Imagine any country and carry on.
You'll probably say that because you're not part of this, but you know that's.
I want to understand. Is this the religion from God that any human being can join?
This ain't a religion either. It's James 1 and 21.
Let me ask you, what do you believe?
21.
I believe there is one supreme God. You can call it whatever you want.
What religion are you into?
I don't have a religion. I just believe in one God.
So, do you have a book that you
Preference, why you go away from? I ask you a question. Ask me.
Bro, there is absolutely no reason we have to answer any of your questions. How about that?
Well, this is. Well, I thought you were standing here to preach. Can just one answer.
I've got one question for you. If you find out the so-called, the Most High, the God that you say you pray, you worship, you find out he was a so-called black man, would you still worship him?
Of course.
You still worship?
I have no issue with a black man or a white man or a yellow man.
No, but the Bible speaks about the so-called white man being the devil that the Bible speaks of. So you got to understand that too. But the scriptures also tell you that the Most High and His Son, who they literally call the Most High God and Jesus Christ, are so-called black men. So you agree with that?
I have no problem with that.
You have no problem with it?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Bro.
So I mean, you know, you didn't answer my question.
I did answer your question.
No, I mean, you said so only those nationalities are allowed into your belief?
This is only for the
Can you let them finish?
No,
I don't want to discuss with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, man. I don't want to ask you anything. I'm talking to a man. Can you let me finish with him?
The authority is not given by you, dog.
Yeah, no, it's not given by you.
The authority is not being given by you. I can speak as much as I fucking want to.
It's polite. It's polite to allow your friend to finish.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, let me get him out of it.
There is nothing to
because this is not about, you know, everyone on the earth. Go on.
I like his female.
I knew he was going to do that anyway.
Emotional bitch.
I knew he was going to do that.
What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I don't believe in you. I just believe in some. Like he's just, I'm just there, like he's there in his room. He just puts incense on and just starts floating in the air, communicating with every spirit on the planet.
Emotional bitch.
Nigga, you first of all,
he ain't down for no.
What you don't realize with spiritual discernment, you're fucking undercover Muslim criminal.
Yeah.
And we know you guys are a bunch of undercover. We just, I don't believe anything.
we know.
What about the one God, brother? One God.
Yeah.
What about the one God? We know you guys.
And you tried to
We know
say,
you fucking renegades, man.
you tried to say you believe in a so-called black man being a power on earth. You never believe in that, man.
Well, what
You
I
never
was
accept
going to
that.
get to, I was going to bring up Proverbs. What is his name? What's his son's name? Down Camp's Town. Because and then that would have been like, okay, so what's the name that you believe in?
Yeah.
And then you don't mind if he's black, cool. You say that, but you're a
what's his
fucking
name?
lying criminal.
Yeah, you prick.
Man, you monkey, man.
Prick.
This is Revelations 11:1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod. And the angel stood saying, rise and measure the temple of Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai.
So that's a separate temple, man. What these people don't understand is Most High is very, separate. He's a separatist, man. He's a separatist. That's what it boils down to, man. He has a peculiar people that he cares about, and the rest of the nations he don't give a fuck about, man. Why not?
This prick started to sweat.
And the altar and them that worship therein.
Guys, scoffing.
But the court which is without, it says, but the court which is without,
Yeah, the court that's without is talking about the other nations outside of the nation of Israel. They ain't got no parts in this. They ain't got no parts in the covenants, the promises. Get Romans 9:1 up. They ain't got no parts in this, man. He's talking about kind of other nations. No, even if he was to keep the law, man. Because you're not even. Wait, no, just hold that. Let's go to scripture, man. Galatians 2:16. Even if he was to keep the law, necessarily, you even still will be saved, man. Because you're not of that Lord. You're not of the Lord's seed. You're not of the chosen people, man. And the scriptures talk about the law of faith.
Yep.
So this is a very peculiar separatist thing, man. This ain't about the majority or everyone, man. Even the majority of the Lord's people are going to be destroyed in this, man. Not all Israel's of Israel, man. The Lord's very peculiar about who his people are and who he's chosen.
this is Galatians 2:16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law.
Yeah, you're not justified by the works of the law. You even got jakes out here talking about, proud and shit, boasting, like they keep all the laws, man. You can't keep all the laws perfect. You break one, you break them all. You can't keep the laws perfect because we're not in our society, we're not in our kingdom right now.
But by the faith of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
You gotta have faith in the Lord, man. And that Arab or whatever the hell he was, he ain't got faith in the Lord. He's not even of the Lord's seed.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? Elder Tahar.
Yeah. Alright, go with it.
Jake takes this thing for entertainment, man.
Yeah, what's his name?
He said, with Israel, Elder Tahar. I want to take that guy. He looks like a super coon, man. Take that nigga serious, man.
It says,
He's a road.
Super coon, man. 7 foot fucking buck Jake.
it says, even we have believed in Yahweh Shai,
Big Jake.
Yeah, man.
that we might be justified by the faith of Yahweh Shai.
The faith, man. This is all about faith. And it's not all about keeping of the law.
see him.
Although we strive for the masteries, which is, we practice the righteous acts, rehearse the righteous acts. So we strive for the masteries to, keep the laws to our best ability. But that's not ultimately how we're going to be saved, man. We're not justified by the law, going on.
And not by the works of the law,
No.
for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified.
No flesh is going to be saved by the works of the law. Because the curse of the law is what? Death, man. The wages of sin is death. So that's why the Lord came on the scene in the first place, to remove the curse of the law, which is sin, which we're under right now. The curse of the law is sin, death. So she got rid of that. For the elect, starting with the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Get Romans 9:1. You've got something else.
This is Romans 9:1. I say the truth in Yahushai, Hamashiach. I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahushai for my brethren.
Yeah, Paul was talking with very, he was a separatist too. He was talking about his own people. He wasn't talking about saving the whole earth or saving all the people that was around at that time in Rome. That's when you get the book of Romans or the book of Galatia or the book of Galatians. Was up in Galatia. He was talking specifically to the Israelites that were scattered in those lands, man. He wasn't talking about the actual heathen. Going up.
My kinsmen according to the flesh.
His kinsmen according to the flesh, nationality, seed, man. That's it's imperative, it's important, man.
Who are Israelites.
Who are Israelites, man. That's the separation right there. Israelites, man. He didn't say Edomites.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory.
Yeah, what's the adoption? Us getting this word, man. Us getting the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
And the covenants and the giving of the law.
The covenants, which is, the adoption was our Lord and Savior, dying on the cross and reconciling us to the Heavenly Father, back again, through our wicked deeds going off. The covenants is talking about the first and second covenant, which we're going to go into the second covenant when our Lord when the Lord comes back and we receive the laws in our inward parts,
And the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises.
Law. Who was the nation who was given the law, man? In Mount Sinai, man. The nation of Israel, man, by way of Moses. That's where the first covenant came in, man.
And the giving of promises.
The giving of the promises, man. The kingdom of heaven to come. The everlasting throne, man, to rule upon. That's only given to the nation of Israel, man. Very separatist. Very separatist.
Yep.
You done with that?
Yep.
Yeah, go.
Revelations 11:1. And there was given me a reed like unto.
I was going to give it to you.
Yep. There was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood saying, Rise and measure the temple of Yahweh, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without the temple, leave out.
Yeah, leave out. Meaning the other nations, especially Esau, because he's profane, the vain, profane person that says in the scriptures, he's outside of the temple, man, of the Heavenly Father. He was cast out, he was cast from the face of the earth, as Cain. And that's his own, predecessors, man, in the spirit. So this is, as I said, man, it's a very separatist, exclusive club. It's not for everyone.
Leave out and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread under foot 42 months.
Yeah, number one.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4 from the top. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord Yahweh, power of your fathers, giveth
So
you.
if I'm correct, I believe that's Moses addressing the nation of Israel. More likely than not. And read it from the top again, go on.
Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go.
So basically, what the significance of these laws, because you speak to the average, block-headed Christian, they don't have the understanding or knowledge of what the purpose of these laws actually are. These guys will be talking about the laws. The most they're gonna say is, oh, they've been fulfilled. Or you can eat whatever you want. Acts 10. They're basically. But then the thing is you're a real simple bastard. Because then that means that you don't even actually understand what the purpose is. And well, that's why I go and read.
He says, which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which the Lord.
So part of it is, first of all, so that we can live. Because what do we have now? Fucking health scandals, cancer, gout, diabetes, all these fucking different health problems, and fucking obesity. They stem from basically a complete lack of understanding of the laws, man. And I'm only talking about Israel, man. I ain't talking about no one else. Everyone else can go fucking do whatever. Go have sex with octopus, man. Don't listen to me. Go on.
Yep, and go in and possess the land which the Lord Yahweh, power of your fathers, giveth you.
Yeah, so that's how we're going to get the land as well. Keeping them laws. That's that's part of that's part of the binding contract they will put under. So go on.
Yep. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
Yeah, so you can't add or remove. You can't chop and change with the law how you want, and that's what the church has done. If you're just saying, "Oh, it don't matter," so you talk to a guy.